Quite, they are quite heavy, aren't they? Like, Matt, how cool is that? Yay! Oh wow. He's reading the instructions. I am officially cursed, and here's why. As the ultimate form of calming down and slowing down and taking time out of my day to relax, to breathe, to check in with my body and mind, I booked in 2 yoga classes. Well, I booked in one which is called Face Yoga, which is a class that I think, from what I know, is about using your face in ways that you don't usually, as sort of the use of the word yoga suggests, and also doing a lot of work and affirmations around positive self-image to do with your face, and then also things like using gua shas and all that. So I was really, really excited, and I also booked in the adult ballet class, which was meant to be yesterday, which is sort of like Pilates / ballet, so not fully prancing about dancing, but using balletic positions as a form of Pilates. Again, from what I understand, I thought they were, quite unique. Rather than just showing up to a yoga or a Pilates class, why don't we go a little bit different? And guess what? Both were cancelled. One had not enough sign-ups, and the other one, the person got ill. And so I rescheduled the face yoga for today, and I've just got a message to say that nobody has signed up, and so it's cancelled. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm a curse on the world of yoga and meditation and mindfulness. I also have a curse with coffee because I can never keep it in the cup. It's already spilled about a dozen times all over this desk. So instead, if you watched last week's YouTube video, I talked as the final step about pressing pause, and that's something I've been really using over these last 2 weeks to try and increase sense of calm, increase the sense of presence in my everyday. It's not a yoga class, it's not adult ballet, but look, we tried, and I think that's just it. Sometimes, as much as you want this sense of calm, as much as you want to take a pause, as much as you want to take time to stop and to recognise where you are and how far you've come, it doesn't always work that way. Things can happen, things can get cancelled, we can get super busy and completely forget. And then most of us get frustrated or we get annoyed. And that's actually doing the opposite. Whereas maybe if we were to use those moments of things going wrong to remind us that we're in no control, we're in zero control, and to come to peace with that, then maybe we'd be exercising the biggest form of calm, compassion, and self-care and mindfulness that we can. Unconditional calm and acceptance. So yeah, no yoga or Pilates sessions for me, but I'm going to keep on trying, and hopefully next time I'll have been for one. But that said, I did have a very good boxing session. Too good, actually, because we did 100 reps of squats at the end, like jumping squats, pulse squats, like all sorts. And I actually can't walk. I can only waddle, honestly. And me coming down the stairs, I've actually gone on Facebook Marketplace to look at chairlifts because it's another thing. Honestly, my partner Jordan is considering if this is what I'm going to be like in my elderly age. So I'm kind of glad there's no adult ballet, because I think I'd be like a grandma at ballet at the minute. A little bit too fragile. It is now Friday and I have back-to-back meetings all day. But usually, if I have a busy day with lots of calls with high-paying clients or about potentially nerve-wracking projects, things taking me outside of my comfort zone, I'd usually the night before feel a little bit of pressure in the preparation for them, a little bit of worry about whether I would be my best and thinking about what would happen. But I'm inclined to say that I think all of the work that I've done over the last 2 weeks to try and calm myself down, be okay with being out of control, and take some pressure off me has been working. So I made a list of everything that I've been doing, and these things are having my own desk. Having my own desk has really helped to give me an increased sense of self, I guess, and identity. Whilst I do love the all black feel that Jordan loves, I also love fresh, bright colours like white and wood. The combination, the Scandinavian combination, just brings so much joy. Add some warm lights and some green plants and it really brings joy to me. So I'm really proud of myself for making the decision to get a desk that matched my own style rather than just going for what Jordan went for, so we had the same. So that's something that's really helped me as I sit at my desk to feel more like myself, which in turn gives me more inner confidence and an inner sense of calm because I'm being more authentic and it's a representation of being confidently authentic. Secondly, increasing the amount of pauses I have. So again, whilst I wasn't able to go to any of my yoga or adult ballet sessions, I have been able to have those mindful moments because of installing these little pauses at occasional points throughout the day and just taking time to stop and take a note of my senses. What can I see? What can I smell? What can I hear? How does my skin feel in the location that I'm in? And that's just been so wholesome. And I've also been told through people that read the email and have watched last week's video that it also inspired them. So it's been nice to feel like what's helped me has also helped others. Going on walks, so when we walked around Clumber Park to explore where I'll be doing my 3-day summer event in summer, it helped to increase my perspective and I guess widen my internal horizon. Usually when we feel pressured and when we're worried about being out of control, it's because we're focusing quite small. We're focusing on the things immediately in front of us. So imagine staring at a pane of glass, your window, and you're focusing on the raindrops on the windowsill rather than extending your focus beyond what's on the windowsill and looking actually to what is the farthest point you can see. And it's easy to do that when you're in nature, around so much natural stimulation that gives you such a greater sense. You've got around trees that have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it puts, a little bit of perspective into your life. Wearing my headphones, so you might have been thinking, what was all that about, getting a pair of headphones? But it's actually allowed me to be in my own little world. Being in a house with Jordan pretty much 24/7, we love each other's company and we are surprisingly good at being together for long periods of time. But I had the idea that maybe a way that we can watch whatever we want to watch without worrying that it's going to disturb the other person, that we can relax whilst the other person's working without making them feel so guilty by having this little zone represented through our headphones and I guess our desks. And that has been amazing. Last night, as I was preparing my notes for today for the meetings, I've got a team meeting, I've got a call with someone I'm doing a 2-hour talk for in March, I've got a coaching call, and then I've got a handful of uni discovery calls. So discovery calls for my in-person event this summer. You can book yours in the description box below. I'll leave the link there. So there's lots going on, lots of calls and lots of things to prep for, but having the headphones allowed me to encase myself in this calm, focused, inspiring space. Abraham Hicks, I don't know if you've heard of them, but they are massive in the law of attraction space, and I listened to them a lot when I was first on this journey. It took me a while to get into it because they talk about things in a very new way to what we're used to, and it can be a bit weird at first, but I realised that I had pretty much been surrounding myself with Jordan and our parents. Those are the sort of 5 people I was spending the most time around, and The thing is, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time around, and whilst our parents and each other are wonderful, we want to be surrounding ourselves with people who have gone way out of their comfort zone, who are really truly inspiring. Not again that our parents aren't inspiring, but you know what I mean. We've spent a lot of time with them in the past. So reconnecting with people that I know make me feel good, make me feel calm, make me feel in control, in an out of control sense, or accepting being out of control and going out of my comfort zone. I've really, through using my headphones again and creating this space and not worrying about interrupting Jordan or disrupting his workflow, I've been able to reconnect with those people. Calming music again. Whilst I was prepping for today, I used calming music, and it really put me into this state of zen. And I was prepping sort of up until 8:30 last night. And what you surround yourself with in the sort of 2 hours before you go to bed will have an impact on how you wake up. And so I woke up feeling calmer. So everything that we do, all these small things, have a knock-on effect. And lastly, I'm sure there's many more, but cleaning as I go along. So you'll have seen at the beginning of the video, I was putting my sort of clothes away, picking up rubbish on the floor, emptying the bins, wiping down surfaces that maybe been left a little bit too long. And it just made me feel, even though it didn't take very long, more in control, more refreshed, more calm. And as all of those things are quite hands-on, they're quite tactile things, the moistness of the wipe as I wipe down the unit, and it's very methodical. I think cleaners actually have one of the best jobs around, because every single thing that they clean, they've got an immediate evidence of progress, of accomplishment. And also whilst you're doing it, you're getting exercise, you can listen to whatever you want, you can just be in your thoughts, you have a space to think, to be open, to be receptive to new ideas. And again, the tactile feeling of it is just very, very methodical and therapeutic. So for all of those reasons and more, I'm feeling ready to go today. I'm feeling very excited, pumped to meet some new people, and with no expectations. I have no expectations of how these calls are going to go, because I don't need to. All I need to do is show up as my best and be really grateful for the other people showing up as their best, or however they choose to show up. So this last 2 weeks have taught me a lot, and it's amazing what you can do in just a few weeks if you identify something that you want to change and really commit to trying things that help you feel the way that you want to feel more. So previously, as I've said, I wanted to feel less negative emotion around money, and so for a whole month I did things that made me feel good about money. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to focus on the problem, we're trying to focus on the feeling that we want more. We're not trying to focus on the feeling that we don't like, we're trying to focus on the feeling that we do like, and in turn that brings it closer. So thank you for watching. I hope that this inspires you to make a change, to focus more on some positive aspects around the thing that you want to improve in your life. And I look forward to seeing you next week. As always, give me a big like and a subscribe, and share in the comments how this made you feel, whether you liked the really calm, methodical vibe of this video. I'm still finding my footing with YouTube. I don't quite know what sort of videos I want to make. I know I want to make cinematic videos with really high quality footage, ambient lighting, really crisp, really fast paced, lots of edits, lots of things on top, but it's not easy. It takes, I know that people who do that really well, and they post a video a month, if not longer, because it requires a lot of work, and I have to remind myself I'm not a video editor, at least not anymore. So I need to focus on my strengths and what I actually truly enjoy, which is sharing wisdoms with you. So I appreciate